What if I told you a single bill could decide Kenya's next president? This is Kenya News Update today. Coming up, you'll discover how a 5 trillion shilling fund is sparking a massive political war and why the opposition claims it's a blueprint to rig the 2027 election. But here's the twist. The government says it's for building roads and bridges. Meet former Deputy President Rigathi Gachagua, a key political figure turned fierce critic. On Thursday, March 5, 2026, his life in politics took a dramatic turn. He made a sensational claim that will shake Kenyan politics to its core. For him, this isn't about infrastructure. It's about the future of Kenyan democracy. But here's what nobody's talking about: the sheer scale of the money involved. The National Infrastructure Fund bill proposes to raise 5 trillion Kenyan shillings. That's more than the entire national budget. And according to the United Opposition, President William Ruto wants this colossal sum without parliamentary approval. Gachagua stated it bluntly: he wants 5 shillings trillion that is not approved by Parliament or audited by the Auditor General for bribing the people of Kenya. The inciting incident was a journalist's simple question about trusting the government's explanation. Gachagua's response: "Can you trust William Ruto on anything?" This ignited a firestorm. The stakes, the legitimacy of the 2027 general election. But here's the part that will blow your mind. The bill creates an independent financial pool. It can mobilize private capital, pension funds, and climate finance. It can enter contracts, borrow money, and buy property, all controlled by the Treasury Cabinet Secretary. The opposition leaders call this constitutionally defective and governance deficient. Wiper leader Kalonzo Musyoka urged Parliament to reject the bill in totality. DAP-K's Eugene Wamalwa is taking it to court. They argue this isn't about development. It's about creating a slush fund for voter bribery. The journey reveals a deep rift. On one side, a government pushing for a fund to build infrastructure without borrowing. On the other, a united opposition seeing a conduit for election rigging. And then, something shocking happened. The opposition poked holes in the legal framework, arguing such a massive fund must have parliamentary oversight. They claim the current administration puts personal interests ahead of the country. The evidence? A 5 trillion shilling fund outside normal budget scrutiny. The revelation? This fight is about power, control, and the next 5 years. Here's the twist. The bill is currently before Parliament. Its fate will set a precedent. The implications are massive. If passed, it could change how campaigns are funded forever. If blocked, it could stall major projects. The controversy is clear. Some see a visionary fund for Kenya's future. Others see a threat to democratic integrity. The unanswered question: is this about development or domination? The impact reaches every Kenyan. It's about the roads you drive on and the votes you cast. It's about trust in institutions and the price of a ballot. This isn't just a political debate. It's a battle for the soul of the nation. Do you think the National Infrastructure Fund is a development tool or an election rigging conduit? Drop your take in the comments. Subscribe to Kenya News Update today for more breaking news that shapes our nation.